if you're going on a date with me, trust me, these are all the things I'm going through. Hello and welcome to the Salt YouTube channel. My name is Gaz, and in today's video I'm going to give you all the secret things guys do before they go on dates. I can't say all guys do this, but I feel like most guys do this and they don't admit they do it. But it could be the case that these are just the 7 things I do before a date. Take this with a pinch of salt, grab a cup of tea or coffee, and we'll get stuck in. Okay, so the first one is something I do without doubt on every single date that I ever find myself on. And let me be clear, I don't really go on dates very much. When one comes around, the first thing I do is I freak out about the fact that I've got a date. It's a bit surreal when a girl says, yeah, we would love to go on a date with you, because that's not the response I normally get. The way that guys tend to freak out isn't the same as how girls tend to freak out. We just kind of like internally freak out and we start overthinking, and that's the second point. The second thing we quite promptly do after freaking out the fact that we got a date is we overthink everything. We think about, you know, how did this happen? How did I manage this at all? Why is this happening to me? Is this the best day of my life? I think this might be the best day of my life. And we also start overthinking, have I had a haircut in about a month? I don't think I have had a haircut. Maybe, have I brushed my teeth this morning? I can't remember if I have brushed my... Actually, have I actually brushed my teeth? Overthinking is actually kind of bad because you kind of get in your own head, and then if you don't do something on the date that you've overthought about it, it's just an absolute nightmare. So guys, if you're an overthinker and you're going on a date, I guess don't overthink. It's not necessary. Women aren't that scary. The third thing that I definitely do, and I probably should stop doing it, because sometimes I get a date and then a few days later she drops like off the face of the planet. That's only happened maybe like two or three times. If I get a date, I'm telling everybody. Like, all my friends know about it. And I think girls don't think guys do this. They think we're all like mysterious and we just kind of like, we just accept it and we're just like, yeah, I'll meet you at 8, wear this, and we just pick them up. And it's not like that. We message our group chat, we're like, boys, I've done it. I've asked her out, she said yes, what do I do? And then all the boys, collectively, we all freak out together. And that leads me to the fourth thing. Again, I don't know if every guy thinks about this, but I do. But we definitely overthink about what we're going to wear. And I know this is like a stereotype we always see in videos and films and social media about girls overthinking about what to wear on a date. But I don't think guys get the same representation about that. We try on at least 3 different trousers, and we try on at least a couple shirts. And for those guys who like aren't that fashionable, or they just don't care about fashion, like, even you guys, you gotta admit, you try and put on a bit of a, you know, you get your shirt on, you look in the mirror, it's like, yeah, I look pretty good. If it's a good date, right, it doesn't matter what you wear. Like, it's irrelevant. If you need some advice about like what to wear on dates, write down on comment sections below, and I can maybe make a video about the best 3 outfits to wear on a date. So if you need some fashion advice, I'm your boy. Wear everything you wear with confidence. Confidence is fashionable. Number 5 is we plan out everything in our heads before the date. Part of overthinking is that we like envision every situation that we find ourselves in it on the date, and it's like I can remember I've been on dates where I've overthought. It's like, oh, you know, do I like open the door for her when she walks in the restaurant, and do I do this, or what if she says this, like how am I going to reply to it? And I'm in the shower just talking to myself, like washing my body. I'm just like, oh yeah, hey, my name's Gaz, it's lovely to meet you, you look great tonight. And I'm just, oh, it's cringy and horrible. Number 6, we really up our hygiene game before a date. Like, we for sure have showers and do extra stuff to make us smell good. And like, I think girls don't appreciate it because it shouldn't go noticed, because you shouldn't be unhygienic. But I think guys tend to just not bother about, like, you know, cleaning underneath your nails, or apparently not brushing your teeth in the morning like me. But when we have a date, we spend at least an hour and a half to 2 hours getting ready. At least I do. Maybe I'm literally the only one that does this. Maybe all the other guys in the comment section, please comment if I'm the only one. But if you're going on a date with me, trust me, these are all the things I'm going through. Number 7, and I think this is specifically for Christians, but we pray. I think a lot of guys, we have one-on-one conversations with God, being like, thank you for this opportunity. I pray that I can honor this person and that I can represent my personality as the best I can. There's so much pressure in Christian communities about, like, if you go on a date with a girl from church, all of a sudden all the mums and the grannies from church are just like swarming you, being like, oh, so when's the marriage date? And I'm like, I just been on one date, just chill out, please. We need to learn that dating isn't like a thing of like, this is it, this is my future. But it also mustn't be so flippant. We obviously don't want hookup culture. We also don't want like the high pressure of like you go on one date and then you're married for life. We need to sort of understand that dating, there's a really good sermon talk on YouTube by Ben Stewart. He wrote a book called Single, Dating, Engaged and Married. And he talks about how dating is all about evaluating. And that's one of my first videos on this channel. But dating is all about evaluating whether this person is someone you feel like would be good for you. Praying about that is really important before you go on a date. And so if there's anything I can encourage you boys about, is to keep praying, keep digging into the word. Yeah, those are the 7 secret things that guys do before dates. I'm sure there's loads of extra ones. Alright, go on, I'll give you a little bonus one. Let me think of an extra one that I do. I've done this multiple times, but maybe it's just a thing that I do again. Not every guy does this, but I definitely turn up on, like, to the date so much earlier than I needed to. It's like, I turn up like at least half an hour to an hour earlier, and I just sit in my car and I go on my phone, and then so I'm on time. Like, I will never be caught off time for a date. That's too much, isn't it? That's a bit too keen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, then consider subscribing to the channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss a post. Have a great week, God bless, and I'll see you next time.